guys, Deathscyp here from YCG, your casual gamer, and today we're going to be working on streaming volumes. And as you can see, there's one over here, and one on top over here. And I'm going to show you right now what it does. So let's jump inside the first level where we left that little hole. And I'm going to click on play. When I click F2 to check downstairs now, we don't see the other levels. And if I jump down, right away you're going to see that it loads, unloads the level that was above, and you don't see that little platform that we added on the third. And if I jump over here, there's going to be a platform like you see over here, and I can jump back inside the level. And this is level streaming. So let's get working. Alright, we're back. So now if I get inside the level at the moment, I'm going to be able to see the level that's down there. And if I go down, I'm going to be able to see the level up there. And we don't want that because that's not useful information to keep there, because my character is not even there anymore. He's doing this level and your computer is still computing everything that's up there, even though it's not necessary. So that's where streaming methods are really well used for, especially streaming volumes. Any streaming level pretty much works well for that. So using the streaming volumes, what we're going to do here, first thing, we're going to go get the level tabs, and I put it all the way on the top right already. You can drag it there if it's not there already. So now you're inside the persistent level, and inside the persistent level is the only place where you can put streaming volumes. Okay, I'm going to show you later what it is, but right now it's important that we make sure that there's nothing else inside the streaming volume, because we know we're not going to be able to unload it. So that means everything that's here is going to have to be there. So how do we remedy to that? It's simple. Let's create a new level. Call it Deathscyp Factory -main. Double click on it, save and enter. Now all we have to do is drag factory 1 over here, and there you have it. So now it's here. So now the last thing I wanted to do before I created the new levels is I wanted to add a cube, because there's going to be 3 levels. There's going to be factory 1, which is the first stage. Then there's going to be factory -2-1. That's the first part that we created in the last video. And then let's say that last little cube over here is going to be factory 2-2. And that's going to be our last streaming method. So now the 3 are there. So now that we have that, how are we going to separate them into 3 different levels? We're going to go over here, grab the level tab, create new, call it factory -2-1. Click yes and save. And there you go, it's already there. And then one more, factory -2-2. Save. So now that we have all our levels, we're going to click on this over here and make sure you're on the 2.1, and you're going to right click on it and move selected actors to level. Quite simple. Now it's there. You can check if you want to know what's in each level. You can just go like this, click visibility, and you're going to see which one are there. So if ever you put something that you're not sure it was in another level, you can just toggle the vision, and you're going to see right away if you did a mistake or anything. And let's do the same thing over here. Put that cube inside level 3. So now save everything. Now be careful when you do that. It works well with static mesh and BSP brush, and maybe lights, but when it goes to blueprint, sometimes there can be flaws. Like maybe you move your door and then suddenly it doesn't want to open anymore. Just delete it before dragging it from one level to another and make a new one. It's always better to do that. Now that we have that, let's get into our streaming volumes. So the streaming volume is right here on the top left. Streaming volumes, there you go. And it works like a BSP brush. You drag it in and you see it got the 3 factors over here that you can change. I'm going to put this one to 1200, 1200, and I don't know, 1000 over here. And that's nice. So while you're inside this volume, you want the first factory to be loaded. So how are we going to do that? Oh, and you see right away I did a mistake. I put the volume in here. Now if I go inside the summon and I go for factory 1 and I click on new streaming volume, if I go for that, the one I just created, it's going to say that I cannot because it's not in the persistent level. Like I said before, it always has to be there. So click on it, right click on the persistent level and move selected actor there. And we're going to make 3 more of volumes. So just Alt and drag down and make this one larger. I don't like using it like this, but it's only temporary. Like that. Make sure it's in line with your ledge over here, that ledge that we were working on, and then we're going to drag this out again like this. So now we have our 3 volumes. So all we have to do now is hook them up to the respective level, and then it's going to work. So you're going to go inside Summon Level Details, click on Factory 1, make sure it's with the streaming volume 1. You can rename them if you want them to be more easy to recognize. You're going to do the same thing for 2. You're going to click plus and 2. So if you had more than one that you wanted to load the same thing, you could have multiple elements. But for this one, we're just going to have 3. And like this. So 1 for each. Save and all. If you want to know more about streaming volumes, I'm going to leave a link to someone that I trust that knows a lot more about them than me, and he goes in depth for like 4 or 5 minutes, and it's really easy to follow to learn more about it. So if you want to, just check the link underneath, and it's going to send you to a nice place to learn more about them. I'm just showing you how to use them. So now if you go inside your level, you're going to see that right now I'm in the level streaming the volume 1, and you see underneath I see nothing. So this works. Now if I fall inside the hole, boom, the second part loads. The third part is not loaded yet, and the first part is unloaded. So that saves a lot of work for my computer. See how smooth it is now? And if I go here, I can jump here and even more. Now there's nothing, just that white board. If I remember well, this is where I need to jump back, and there you go, you're back inside. So this is how you use these streaming volumes. I hope this was helpful. In this next video, we're going to work on materials. And there's a few materials that I'm going to go get. So right now we have the texture that we went to get in project setting and the concrete tiles from season 1. We're going to go in starter content, and then there's 5 new materials I'm going to go get that we're going to use this season. There's the metal sheet, the sandstone, the rock there, and this one and this one. So drag and copy there, and that's it. Everything's going to compile. I'm going to pause the video and let it happen. So now we know how to level stream, and everything is nice and smooth. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in next episode. Have a good night.